All right. Well, that took us an hour to get our dice coordinated. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, productive.
That was the lamest high five I've ever seen.
You guys weren't including me, so I included myself.
Okay, hang on a second. I can't hear anything, and that's not good.
Okay, both hands.
All right, you're talking?
You're so bad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Alright, we
Ready?
got this.
Oh, wait, this Wow.
It's not us, it's Jamie.
Yeah, guys, let's do our high five. Come on.
No.
Yeah.
She's just gonna slap both of us in the face.
Scratch that body and head of
Okay.
the butterfly.
Sorry.
All right. So, when we last left our heroes,
We were all struggling.
everyone was struggling.
Actually, you were doing really good.
I was.
Well, when we last saw our heroes, it was Syl and Jack like sprawled, looking like your powers suck in the middle of the street.
No collateral damage.
Collin and Penny were rushing
Running.
down an alley to get away, and
Ember is having a panic attack.
Ember and
underwater.
Ember and Riptide were down at the bottom of the bay with Riptide going. So,
What was that
why
about?
is the goddess of death chasing you?
You're turning slightly Scottish.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's definitely not.
That sounded like Irish or Scottish slightly there.
Well, anyway, he
Slightly Scottish. Oh, that's a movie.
what you doing with the chair? Or what's the chair doing to you? I can't tell which one it is. Alright,
Stop.
so Ember, you are
Struggling.
talking with AEGIS again. This is like
I didn't do anything this
the sixth time in as many days, really, it feels like, because they keep coming back. And
Telling
So,
you how dangerous you are.
let me see if I understand this and fully grok what it is that you're saying here. You faced off against this person downtown
I'm
in
not
Halcyon.
sure it's a person.
Well, okay. This entity. And you're telling us that this was the same being that you encountered in Belize.
Yes.
How? But you didn't see the person. You didn't see this thing in Belize.
No, but it's the feeling. And I
The
did
feeling.
I did see the weird like slicey thingies that cut me the first time.
Okay.
I saw them the first time and I saw them again.
And you're saying that it's so. You're saying this Belize entity that you didn't see is the same one that showed up in Halcyon.
And the weird
Kill it's fine.
Nazi robot dude was trying to like.
We're clear on the events of Belize. Oh, sorry. What's her last name?
My character's Ray.
Right. We're clear on the events in Belize, Miss Mary. We're just trying to understand how sure trying to determine how sure you are that this is
I'm
actually the same person.
100% sure.
Based on a feeling.
Yes. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the same thing.
It doesn't sound crazy. It doesn't sound like 100% surety either. Feelings are... And you were under a lot of trauma. You were under attack. You were near water, which is not, as we understand it, which is somewhat inseminal. You were operating under a heightened emotional state for unrelated reasons, and that can frequently cloud a person's assessment of a situation. What was that look there?
It's just bam, bam, bam. One right after the other.
And that was a guy saying that, and the woman who's sitting there with us, and she kind of makes a downward sort of patting gesture with her hand. We just want to make sure that before we contact any governments about the possibility that this entity has crossed a border or anything of that nature, that we're absolutely certain. And at this point, we don't have any easy means of corroborating evidence. We have a little bit of security cam footage, but it's shaky, and honestly, everything took place in such a short period of time that there's really not a lot of footage to work with.
There's no possible way it's anything else. I think I might have woken it up in Belize, and it recognized my heat, I guess, and it's the same thing.
And they're nodding because you've explained this to them before, and
My fiery passion.
Oh
Woken?
my god, that.
it means to wake up.
Oh. I did not know woken was a word.
Fully woke.
Okay. So
It says my fiery passion.
weirdo. Okay. We understand that your instincts are to indicate that your instincts would indicate it's the same person, and certainly it would seem that everything that happened in Belize is strongly connected to your use of powers in that area, for good or bad. It would be helpful if we could rely a little more consistently on your assessment of the situation. And I think that's just something that comes with training. We would suggest, as you head back into class, and we apologize for taking yet another study hall from you, that you work on assessing careful assessment of situations that you're heading into. What's that?
She just goes, he's changing my labels.
Yeah, they want to shift your labels. They want to shift your superior up.
I knew it.
And they want to shift your freak down.
Darn it!
Or no, I take that back. They want to shift your superior up and your danger down. You're dangerous. And they want you thinking more about the situation and maybe melting planets a little bit less. Melting architecture a little bit.
Okay.
Planets.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like this is me talking as the player for a second. I feel like Ember would go along with that, but then again, I feel like Ember is also.
Well, yeah, you could totally agree.
Well, like, would go along with, yeah, I should probably think, like, with the change, but then again, she's also upset because she knows that it's the same.
Right. So there's a sense there, and this is...
She doesn't want to listen to them, but then again, she does. So I don't know where to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain point at which you kind of look at this from an authorial point of view, because it's kind of like, yeah, I totally agree, and yeah, blah, 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 and then at the same time, you'd be like, even if they're right, that doesn't mean I would go along with it, because I'm just, sometimes you don't want to hear a thing that you're hearing, even if they're right, and you just fight back against it anyway. So I don't know. Your gut reaction might be to resist what they say, even if they're right.
Well, see, but the first thing I thought was that she'd be like, yeah, I need to think about it more. Because a big thing is, like, she's thinking constantly, what are the ways I can be less dangerous?
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
I think that maybe she might go along with it less of because she thinks that they're right and more of just, I'm done arguing about this. Like, it's kind of just, like,
If you give in, it's the easiest way to get out of this conversation, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's
That's
She's
just
probably
my
going to be
suggestion.
slightly more irritated throughout the day. Okay, yeah, so
you can you know, you can roll or not. It's entirely up to you.
I think I'm just gonna go with it.
Just gonna go with it. All right. So they're gonna go danger down.
And superior.
Superior.
So superior should be at 0. Danger should be at a +2 now.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, losing your +3. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
You were part of the squad and then you got kicked out.
I want my freak at +3, but people keep moving my freak down, and it makes me really angry.
Because you're not
No.
freaky, boy.
Oh, she's all kinds of freaky. It's just they're more focusing on the danger at the moment. Is the thing.
Because I want to use my reality storm thing, but that's using freak instead of danger, so it doesn't work if my danger is higher than my
It
freak.
doesn't work. And to be fair, that's just a flare. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's
know.
not like you had to burn a whole move just to get that one thing you can't do.
Yeah.
So that's good. Ember. Not Ember. Syl.
Sup, boy?
There was a picture.
Yes. There are many pictures that we have.
Yeah, no
like,
kidding.
literally, probably over 100.
Certainly getting close.
Seriously, there's so many.
Poop and nap drawings left.
Stop saying that, cat.
It's the most accurate
It's
description.
so weird. What about throwing up drawings? I feel like that paints a better
That's
picture.
worse.
We need to work together to make it
Okay.
better for
Oh,
Collin.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
adorable. I love that one.
Tell me where that happened over the weekend. Like, is it after the date?
Yes,
The date was-
it is.
So,
I
like,
think it's like around. It's definitely on the beach area. It's probably not in the exact same boardwalk area.
oh no.
But it's on the beach. Like it's probably on one of those like metal benches set up like on the boardwalk somewhere.
So after the
Disaster.
after the disaster, after the attack,
Which one?
I mean, I was talking about the event, not the people. So,
Oh, roasted.
Oh.
Freaking roasted.
The GM gives you a powerful blow. Like literally, just straight to
Roll.
the player. Yeah. Jamie has to roll. Not the character.
Just Jamie.
I'm taken out. I lash out at my friends. Alright. So have you guys gotten to the part yet where you're like watching movies and going, oh my god, she just took a powerful blow? They're doing a comfort and support. If you watch any of the CW superhero shows like Flash or anything like that, whenever anybody goes like, hey, can you give us a room? Like, it's totally going to be a comfort and support or a provoke or something like that. Shift labels.
Oh, you're getting serious now.
So
Captain Marvel comes out in 5 days.
I know. So psyched.
Stop bouncing the couch. You're messing up my lines.
All right. So
Yes.
So he knew by the end. You're telling her about all this, and she focuses on the important things. He knew by the end it was a legit date, and he said yes to the next one.
Yeah, but
Girl, highest of fives.
are we
Really,
just
really
ignoring the fact that? Are we just ignoring the fact that like we got attacked or?
Yeah. So
Like, I get you're focusing on the important things in life.
Yeah. It sounded like an Aztec death goddess, like the Aztec death goddess. It's a Popolopolopol. I can't remember her name, but I can't remember.
Shut up.
I actually can't remember her name. Let me look. Yeah, Zoe, you can't be in that spot. If I go into she thinks, and actually she's kind of like, she pulls out her phone and she's like flipping through like Wikipedia entries and stuff. So somebody grab note taking stuff.
I draw.
ITZ. She says, it's papalotl? It's papalotl?
Spell it.
ITZ. PAPALOTL. Aztec is hard.
Aztec is weird. Why do you think they
That
died?
doesn't look like. Wait, can you spell it again?
ITZ PAPALOTL.
Oh, I did see it.
Yeah. It's papalotl. It's it's simplifying it to say like sort of a goddess of death or something like that, but sort of.
Nice, that's good to know.
Maybe.
Death after ever.
I mean, female, and there aren't a lot of female power figures in Aztec myth, and she's still scrolling and stuff.
Yeah, it's so great. One of the very few power structures of women in the Aztec world is coming after one of my friends.
You know, I mean, girl power? Question mark?
No.
Woman power?
Yes. But no at the same time.
Goddess? Yas, queen? No? Alright. So that, whatever. That's my research mode for the day. That's all I got for that. But, so back to Jack Toast Boy. What is his thing?
His thing? What do you mean?
Well,
Describe thing.
well, you said something about him spitting up blood, or like, what's the deal there?
Yeah, he teleported us away after I punched the Aztec goddess lady.
Uh-huh.
And then, I don't know, he like hurt himself. And his powers really suck. But like,
So
in an adorable
he'd be sort of like, he's like the grandson of Mr. Monday. And I don't think his parents weren't listed as supers, but his granddad was total golden generation. And he had some of the same kind of ghost stuff going on.
yeah.
So, and, you know, I guess that might be part of it. I didn't hear anything about his family. You want me to dig around and see what the story with his family is? Because, I mean, odds are he probably inherited whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I assumed. He was kind of loud about it during science, but...
I mean, his granddad's not around anymore, so... But I'm pretty sure...
I have a question as a player.
I'm pretty sure your Jack Boy's not dying of old age like your grandpa did, so... Well, I guess we're all dying of old age, right?
Yeah.
Just super slowly.
No need to remind me.
Sure. So, but you kind of flubbed the conversation a little bit, girl. What's up with that? Is it just because he's cute? Show me his picture again. She's like, this is like the 15th time she's asked.
Why? Why do you...
Just send it to me.
I can't even see him, so why does it matter what he looks like?
Matters to me. Hello, eyesight.
You're not
I have
getting
certain
him.
gifts with which you are unfamiliar. They are called my sight balls.
Yeah, well, my sight balls are broken.
Okay, that's fair. Does he smell nice?
Yes.
Does he taste nice?
Ew.
What are the other senses that you've used on him up to this point?
Oh my god.
Does he feel nice? Don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Maria,
Like, I don't recover well when you hit me.
nobody recovers well when I hit them. It's one of my pride points.
I have a player question. I'm confused.
Yes.
So, Maria goes to the same...
No, I think she doesn't go to the same school.
Our plan
okay,
was
so
that
it's
she was going to, but
I think she went to
doesn't.
I think she went to like the old school.
Because I know she didn't have a superpower, so I
No.
wasn't sure if she was
She's
the
like
really
a-
smart person in the few...
She's like a
People that actually go there?
superhero like otaku. She's like a super nerd when it comes to superheroes.
So is she gonna be our guy in the chair?
She could be the guy in the chair. That'd
She could be the
awesome.
guy in the chair.
She could totally be the guy in the chair. She could
Really
be
want a guy in
girl on the phone, if not guy on the chair. Zoe, can you put that back, please?
This.
Yeah, please. Okay,
Don't
so
Just put it back. Zoe,
I think it's time for you to start working. And she's totally quoting Vigil on this because you've complained about like this phrase. So she kind of like sort of adopts Vigil's tone and says, I think it's time for you to start working on some of your weak points this week. And specifically, I think what we need to really double down on, Silhouette, is your game. Because you got none.
You need to be quieter about that.
She just said "sell," and say like anything. So, right, game, up it. Analysis, post-analysis, pre-analysis, and analysis of analysis is a little anal, sis. So,
Excuse me, I'm extremely good at analyzing situations.
yeah, but you're extremely bad on things with your mouth parts. So, how about we focus on that, right? Suck less at that. And don't worry so much about thinking about everything, okay? And she is also going to shift your labels.
Of course she is.
I just realized we do not have a good socializer in our group.
She's got the mundane for it, but...
Yeah, but like,
It's-
I mean,
it's
like,
kind
if
of
we
a
have
trick.
to talk to the press, is what I mean.
Oh, God, no.
like,
yeah, no, you
she'd
don't
be
have
like,
that.
I like the butterflies, and they're like, Miss, that's not the question we asked.
So like, please get the camera out of the faces. Please.
Okay, what's your...
Don't squish the space penguin too
Hello.
much.
Sil, have you
So
ever
she
taken
wants
the
to... She's superior down. Mundane up.
Oh, no thank you.
Less analysis, more positive use of mouth parts.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Then roll.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Superior down.
So, no,
Mundane
but I
up.
don't want to do that.
Alright, so the move is...
Reject.
Let's get back over to that.
Reject influence?
No. I think
No.
Basic
Labels.
moves. Peripheral moves. When you reject someone... No, not reject someone. When someone with influence over you tells you who you are or how
Does
the
she
world
have
works...
influence over me?
Please.
Oh, of course.
When someone with influence over you tells you who you are or how the world works, accept what they say or reject their influence. If you accept what they say, the GM will adjust your labels accordingly. If you want to keep your labels as they are, you have to reject their influence. When you reject someone's influence, roll. Just roll.
Oh, great. So
Just
I'm-
flat.
Flat roll?
Flat roll.
Flat roll. Oh, Jesus.
What's that?
6.
Okay. When you reject someone's influence roll, on a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7, 9, choose 1. You get choose none. On a miss, their words hit you hard. Mark a condition, and the GM will adjust your labels.
Okay. I'm so happy about this.
So, you guys are whispering, which is awesome, but you're whispering between her and the mic, so it literally
You
has
have the
zero
wrong
effect.
pencil.
What?
You have the wrong pencil.
You guys haven't noticed that I color code your pencils?
Yeah.
You got flame pencil, and you got your weird purple, pinky, green,
I have a
mismatched
blue
color
pencil.
thing. You have blue because you're blue all the time. So
Oh,
superior
great. Now
down,
you gotta
superior down, mundane up.
bear down. So we had +2. We're all getting kicked out of the squad. There's no more squad. It's alright. My mundane's not -1
The
anymore.
squad is me. I am the squad.
I am the squad. I am my own squad.
I need to see your sheet, Palacine, actually.
I am gonna mark hopeless because insecure is already marked.
Hopeless.
Yeah.
All right.
My
What do
best
you- what do you-
friend is telling me
what
I
do
don't
you-
have any.
What do you have marked? What do you have marked right now?
Guilty, hopeless, and insecure.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm suffering. People aren't very nice.
Guilty, hopeless, and insecure.
Y'all suck. Marking out
Wow.
my conditions.
All right.
Unless we make it LA and then
What are you guys talking about?
Collin's
Collin's
schedule.
schedule.
course.
Oh,
I think
you're
he's
trying to
from
like
LA
map out
with
his
us.
schedule now
Yeah,
too.
because he has
We don't wanna make
math with me.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't? Okay.
Because
Well, I guess
otherwise you
that's-
would have noticed him by now.
Yeah. So
He's-
do his
I mean, well, he
first.
might be. You're in the advanced math thing, so he might be in there.
Yeah. I would think we would be in the
Yeah,
same
you're probably in
math.
the same
And
math.
then we all have lunch, applied skills, and off together. And Jim.
And Jim.
Jim is everybody's.
So every-
Okay. I don't think he should have language arts with us because it's.
So it should go.
You guys I love that you're spending the time that you're spending is
So
on
it's
that.
the same thing as Palacine's, but history and language arts are flipped.
No, he should have history here, language arts,
Oh, and science
and then
last.
science last.
Okay.
Y'all are crazy.
Also, she's drawing
Okay,
symbols.
so
Okay.
can I see the class schedule actually?
So I just
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this schedule.
Okay. Please draw those eyes. I can't draw them. I can't draw eyeballs. I used to be able to do.
Why does Jack just have a T-shirt?
No,
It's toast.
Oh my god!
It's what?
It's toast.
She's drawing symbols for each
Yeah,
person.
they all have symbols. So Palacine has a heart. Ember has fire. Riptide has water. Collin has little glasses. And then Jack has toast.
And silhouette is just a pair of eyes.
You could do like a
With
little.
the scar.
Yeah, with the scars, but
Oh my god.
Y'all are
I mean, I
insane.
guess Jack could have like a ghost. But I like toast more.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's so annoying that it timed out. I've done just about everything I can to keep that thing from timing out, and it just won't stop.
There
You
you
guys
go.
will have to keep me alerted. And I can keep
Oh, this is your pencil.
Yeah. Jeez.
Jeez.
It's the pink pencil. Of course it's mine.
Okay, so free period. This right now, Palacine, isn't really a free period right now because you guys are all doing your you're like all getting ready for the math war zone. That's what Mr. Brick calls it. You're getting ready for war. So you're spending like most of your study halls right now doing that extra effort. So this team math quizzing exercises type stuff is a little bit more than a little bit weird to you. Actually, let me look at your thing real quick. I just want to look at something real quick.
Palacine, can't you technically cheat really easy on like the whatever?
Oh,
you
yeah.
No,
Yes.
because the questions don't come in from people.
Oh, okay.
They're like posted on a board and stuff like that. Especially when you've got people from
Well,
like
but she could
superhero
still
schools.
cheat. She could like.
How
like,
does she know that they have the right answer?
Well, but she could like see everyone's answer.
Stop giving her little innocent child ideas.
They're not innocent. Since when was cheating innocent?
No,
So
this
I'm
innocent child.
Oh.
So, working with the team of mathletes and stuff is awkward. You keep saying things that leave people kind of like going, "Did she just like?" You're weirding the other people on the team out. And Collin ends up sort of, no, I'm sure what she meant was, whatever thing. Throughout this thing. So, you're fine, because you're just kind of smiling at everything. Everyone, is sort of murmuring his background. So you can see by the end of, like, most of this study hall thing, he's kind of stressed out. And Collin doesn't carry stress well. You know how some people will carry stress in their shoulders or carry it in their like forehead, or he carries it in his everything. Like his whole body. And it's not comfortable to see somebody carry stress on their wrists. So everyone else is leaving, and he started packing things up, and he's like, "Hi, yeah, and packing things." What do you do? I mean,
Confidence sport. Confidence sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what I'm known for. Confidence.
Sport. Confidence sport.
Sorry, I just wanted to see if you had
Oh my
any
God.
questions.
Y'all are insane.
Because I'm listening.
like, come over and talk to him.
Yeah.
See? Like, what do you say? Like, how do you open this thing up, or do you just wait until he's like done packing his things up? Okay. So he turns around. He's like, "Oh, hi!" Right there in the personal bubble. Hi, Penny. Penny. How are you?
Good. Good.
He leans back just a little bit more. Just like, I mean, he clearly likes you, but there's also kind of like the.
She's an alien.
Well, you're right there. You just hi. How do you?
Oh God!
Did you need something?
She got so.
Did you need something? Can I? What do you need?
What do you need?
It's. I think the team's coming along real well.
What do you need?
You know the math stuff really well, and I think the team dynamic will come together eventually, maybe. Probably, and he shoves his glasses up, kind of a thing. I think they'll get used to you. Not that you need to. No, people need to get used to you, but they'll maybe need to get used to you a little. But I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine before we have to worry about anything. If you could maybe, and he's like saying everything is fine, but then if you could maybe, I mean, you're great, and you're. I like that. Yes, I am, of course, and you're so good at. You take care of everybody. It seems like you always want everyone to be happy and okay and everything, and sometimes you're a little really right there with your friendliness with people that aren't used to it. If you could maybe just bring that down a little bit.
You're trying to kick everybody out of the squad, bro.
Wait, can I walk over now?
So
because this is at the end, right? And
no, but they don't do it in study hall. They're in like a different room, kind of a thing. You could like catch up with her because you guys do you guys have the next class?
What's the next
yeah.
class after study hall?
It is history.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, because I want to say something while Colin's, like, still there.
No,
Can I-
we're not helpful when it comes to boys. We know this.
Can I see your other?
We've learned.
So look at so when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, this isn't exactly how you're approaching this thing, but they could tell you, if they tell you what you should do to fit in more, take +1 to do it, and mark potential if you actually do it. So there's a potential there. But what he's really saying is, it's like, you're just so good at taking care of people, and that's great, but maybe with people who don't know you as well, you could
Back off.
Oh, jeez.
turn the volume down just a little bit. It's a sound. What's that?
She's whispering.
No, not like, I don't mean like quiet. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't use analogies, should I? Because you don't get them. You could just be a little bit less super friendly and just be polite instead of with people who don't know you as well. Not like me. I'm fine. But so anyway, what he's saying is,
You're just like, you're great.
he wants, so he's effectively what he's saying is he wants to shift your labels because totally go. No, I wasn't going to, except you guys made such a big deal out of the squad thing, and now I can't leave it alone.
You're so mean.
I am. It's true.
You guys.
I am a horrible person.
You made it a big deal.
To
ship for my label.
You're the one who was so insistent on the high five.
What he's looking to do is shifting your mundane down a notch and shifting your savior up, because you're so good at taking care of and protecting people. You can reject this. Yeah, she reaches into it like, hell
Really
no.
the only one who just went with it?
Well, my mundane.
My mundane. My precious, precious mundane.
My confidence of poor penguin.
Okay, so we'll go back to the little maneuver thing here. Again, if you want to reject somebody's thing, you just roll. It's not modified by anything. But I don't know. Because this is actually one of the pain points for the other people on the team. Do you have Ligaya with you?
Yeah.
Are you really bringing...
I feel like I would bring the guy to, like, lunch and off period.
Right, but this isn't really an off period anymore.
Yeah, because...
Yeah. Then probably not.
Okay.
I probably brought it one day, and people were
Yeah.
weirded out by having
Well, it
a
is
little
technically an
penguin float over their head.
Well, yeah, and this is, they're trying to focus on math stuff, and you quickly picked up that they weren't really...
Yeah.
And this is just an extension of that. It's like, she's so weird.
Oh, Dad.
She is.
That's mean.
That's the whole point of the character. All right. So when you reject someone's influence, roll. Now, if Gaia was around, you'd be able to add a +1, but Gaia is not, so don't. She still rolls a 10. You and your damn dice. I swear to God, I should never. Those are bad dice. Should not have got those for you. Terrible. On a hit, you successfully hold yourself into the knot. On the 10+, this is on your sheet thing. Look on somewhere in the middle there. On the right-hand sheet, halfway down.
Oh, there.
On 10+, choose 2. You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Which could be hilarious at this point. Oh, it'd be so awesome. I just thought of a super awesome thing. Shift one label up and one label down, your choice instead. Or cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them. Which...
Oh, no, don't do that.
So, he's saying, maybe be a little bit less Palacine in everybody's face. And focusing on taking care of people, that kind of thing. And you can immediately pick up influence potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You got a piece of paper that I can scribble on that isn't? Because this would be awesome. I just want to... Here.
Whoa.
Here. Let me have your pencil real quick. I
made a villain page.
A villain page? I was going to say. I'm just going to make a little note here.
Oh my God.
Prove him wrong.
Her hair was naturally red. She just added the fire colors.
Was it now?
Yeah. It wasn't
That's
naturally
lame.
red, orange, and yellow. It was just naturally red.
That's lame. Why would you do that?
I mean, my natural hair was darker red.
It looks
and
choppy,
it did.
but whatever. It's fine.
You don't have to do this. This is just a thought I had.
You should let us read it too, so we can give you input.
I don't want to do that. What?
So he's in the middle of his speech about maybe if you not so much in people's face with how awesome you are, and maybe that would make people be more.
Oh no! Are you gonna?
Don't say anything.
And he
She has no
it's
idea.
right through. So he's right in the middle of So maybe if you're a little bit less in sort of people's face being so Palacine about everything, then that would make people a little bit more comfortable, I guess. What do you think?
And then I kiss him.
No! Oh God! What have you done?
Why is Palacine the one who gets to have the first kiss?
Because she's adorable. This is an outrage. I'm leaving. Bye.
Technically,
This is
as I So I've said multiple times, not my first kiss,
First kiss on Earth.
but first kiss on Earth
Out of us.
before you guys.
Oh, you suck, bro.
I mean, I am sure at some point in time in there, you and Riptide have probably.
Let's hit people's
kissed, 'cause
faces.
We haven't seen it on camera.
Is this less
Or
in
maybe
your
not. Maybe
face?
he's being a real like.
By
total
that time,
gentleman.
by this time, no, I don't think so. It's been pretty like.
They're like
He's
It's only been like a
dating.
couple weeks.
And he's totally being a gentleman. So
Those two are more casual.
okay, so
Oh, look
Just
at what
holding
you've done.
hands.
I am loving
So-
this, but I am hating it at the exact same
Okay, blame
time.
it on your dad. He's the one who told me to do this.
Why are you making this love triangle more complicated?
have you met me? I mean, come on. Why wouldn't I? All right, so that goes on for a second,
No,
and then when
he
it stops,
does.
he's like, on the other hand, being in someone's face is sometimes kind of nice. I gotta get to class. Wait,
And they don't have the same class together.
thank you. And he kind of brushes up,
Thank you.
kind of shakes your hand.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
Well, I get to mark potential.
Hold on, my question though is, what went through Palacine's head was like, yeah, this aligns with what he's saying.
No, she's trying to prove him wrong.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but like,
Being in people's faces is
when
awesome.
they're like, be a little less weird, why is the first thing that pops in your head,
Being
I'm gonna kiss him?
Being a little less Palacine in everyone's face, and she's like, "I think you're wrong, and I'm going to show you how how much Palacine I can
because
put in your
I am
face."
the best.
Clear conditioner, mark potential.
God. And then
You're-
I think I'm also gonna shift my own labels,
What are you going to chip?
and I'm gonna do superior down, danger up,
Okay. That-
because my danger is really low.
I'm more dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, no, but that is kind of I mean, that's sort of a.
Yeah,
It's like
but
a
that's
risky
not
thing.
danger.
It is a risky. No, I think it makes sense. It's kind of
Yeah.
a risky sort of a thing. You're likely to be kind of amped up after
Because
this.
she's been doing a lot of battles, also.
Yeah,
Obviously.
you've been in a lot
That
of
was
battles.
adorable.
I think it should be at a -2.
It shouldn't be at a -2. For sure.
But now my superior is at a -2. But that's okay.
You guys have a planner
It's alright, you have me for that.
Yeah.
with a superior of 3. Oh, wait, 2. Yeah, I did that.
You are in a mood today.
Okay, what happens next?
Jesus.
Oh, look what you've done. That was adorable.
What is
by
the next
way.
class?
The next class,
So, Palacine... Oh, everyone has history.
except for Collin.
Except for Collin and Riptide.
Thank God.
And wait, does
Jack has history.
Okay, yeah. So everyone except for Collin and Riptide.
Which is probably good that Collin and I don't have a class
And then
together right
the
now.
class, and it's history. And the class after that, everyone has the
The
same.
boys are on the top
It's
and the
my
girls are on the
turn.
bottom.
And after that, then everyone has the same thing except for Jack and Collin.
Yeah, Riptide's in.
Yeah, Collin and I do not have to see each other the rest of the day.
This is the
Maybe.
best.
Good.
Like, why
You're
are
so
there
proud
number-
of
Why are
yourself.
there numbers next
Those
to
are
them?
the times of the class periods. Like how long they last.
Oh, I mean, sure, but the off period's actually a full period. I gotta take a picture of this. This is so awesome. I like how Collin has got glasses and right underneath of his silhouette with also an eye thing.
Yeah. She didn't know what to do, so I was just like, okay, just draw her eyes.
It's so good.
Because everyone else I
Oh
knew
my
what
god,
to do.
it's already 11:44.
It's alright. Palacine got her first kiss. Why is nobody else excited about this? We hate you, but we love you at the same time.
But I'm really mad. Like, why would you do this to us?
Because it's amazing. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. Because sad backward is das.
Because sad backward is what?
Is Das, and
And
that's
Das
not
not
good.
Wow.
Pain. Look at what we've done.
Okay, here you go.
I have no regrets.
I mean, you should have a few.
I'm
All
not
right.
the one who should be having regrets right now. That was adorable.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
No, it was great. I'm just
Envious? Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably.
I know, 'cause I met Collin like very recently, and you've known Jack for a year now.
You're the like
Aw.
you have been in the shortest
It was
relationship
cute,
with him,
and now
and you're
I'm
technically
learning.
in another relationship with someone else.
What? Why do you think I've done her a favor? I have not in any way, shape, or form done her a favor.
I know.
No, I'm just jealous in real life and in player life.
All right, so I'm not gonna jump right to the next class.
Why? It's the end of the period.
Yeah, I know, but we're
Well, weren't you coming to meet up with me anyway?
we'll get you guys.
Never mind. It's irrelevant now because
You just wanted to yell at Collin.
No, it was gonna be something else, and it still would have worked if you.
Well,
hadn't
then you would have
kissed
rolled
him,
badly, like you did.
Well,
with
I don't even know if it was a role
Jack.
thing. It was just because you know your relationship thing, and it says I was just gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna work on it. Like, don't worry.
Oh yeah, how you've been learning about Earth by spending time with Ember. Yeah, we need to spend more time together, just the two of us.
All right.
Sorry,
Well-
Sil.
Well, I mean, you're a little more involved in just the superhero world, so it makes more sense.
All right.
Yeah, she's a little more involved in the real world, so she's trying to help me learn about the real world.
So
'Cause it's kinda new.
after classes wrap up for the day.
Oh no, we're not going to jump to the next class, but we are going to jump to the end of the day.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, it's history.
Who cares
and it's-
about history or
And what
language
about-
arts?
Language arts.
Well, but what about language arts?
Well, the princess
What?
is pretty awesome, but we're not hanging out with the princess.
It's
we're
not time to
learning.
We're in the headquarters. Let's do
Yeah.
some stuff.
So what do you guys do?
The emotion thing with the headquarters. Oh God.
So when you guys come out through the secret elevator, come down through the stairwell.
Wait, I have one player question.
Yes.
The training pit, is it just a training pit, or does it have technology that makes it fit for each person who stepped into the training pit?
Yeah,
and
it
can recognize them and changes a simulation environment.
The bots are
around
pretty.
them.
No, it's not really a sim. It's mostly just a place where people can spar and stuff like that. So there's a couple of bots who can simulate stuff, and they're pretty tough, so they can take hits.
Watch
So if you want to
whoever once in a
practice
while yell out your emotion.
engaging these things, you certainly can, and they can probably survive it if you don't unleash too hard.
Well, that's not what I'm gonna do. I was just curious.
Right. Sure. Okay. So either you guys are coming down through the secret elevator thing that's in the locker, or you're coming down through this series of stairs that come down into this area that you get to through this old janitor's closet. As you're walking in, what emotion does one of the bots randomly call out when you walk into the room? As they call it out as a greeting, depressed, and whatever.
I feel like they would.
Doesn't that
her emotions.
confuse?
Spellbound.
So
My emotion at
so
this
Ember,
point
when you
is
walk
more
in, what is the bot?
focused.
That's not an emotion.
Well, but I just but it's not
Her day's just
happy,
been
sad, or
school.
anything.
Hello, Ember. How was school? Focused. Nice progress. That's what the bot says.
But it's not focused specifically on school. What I
Wait, I gotta get this computer thing right. It's hi, Ember. How is school? You are. Yeah, your emotional state is very focused. Nice progress. So they're filling in little little gaps and stuff like that.
thanks. Well, that's
Silhouette
new.
walks by. Overloading.
That's new. Okay.
Hello, Silhouette. How was school? Your emotional state is.
Teenager.
I mean,
Also, not an emotion, but it's cool.
your emotional state is volatile.
That's great.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go sit in that corner and wait till Palacine explains what's going on.
I'm going to
Well,
punch
you don't-
I
something.
mean, you
know
don't know that she
anything.
necessarily. She might not.
Well, yeah, but this has never happened before, and she spends most of the time. She's the one who spends a lot of time down here alone.
Well, her stuff does. So yeah, she's definitely down here more than everybody else. So Syl, it's like your emotional state is volatile. Would you like to work out some aggression in the training pit?
Please. Ember! Spar with me!
No, I can't.
For me, it's ecstatic.
You can! Yeah, you
no,
can.
no, I
You
need
can.
to do something else.
No, you really
You're
really
working.
don't.
You're working with one of the bots. And one of the other ones comes in and says, "Hello, Princess Palacine, aka Penny J. Your emotional state is ecstatic. Clearly, your day went well. Congratulations."
Man,
Where did that even come
I
from?
hate this thing already.
What's that?
Where did that even come from?
As you're like fighting, you're like just asking like,
Where did that come from?
I hate it already.
my most recent strike was from the upper right quadrant, using a roundhouse kick. Was that what you were referring to?
No, shut up!
Fighting in silent mode. Stealth attack!
No!
Okay.
Slowly struggling.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm sitting in a corner because something I've been working on
Is what?
is trying to
Meditation?
figure out, in a way, actually, I'm trying to figure out a way because
Her eyes
how I
will
like use my powers in general. It's kind of as if I take the energy around me and then turn it into heat and stuff.
Sure.
So I'm trying to somehow, but like I can't not do that. It's just something that automatically happens. So I'm trying to figure out a way of, instead of turning it into heat, turning it into something a little less destructive, like smoke or something. So
Okay.
that that way, if I overwhelm myself with taking in too much energy,
So you're trying to
then
figure
I-
out ways of bleeding off the power
Ember,
without...
I know you don't have
Yeah.
to worry about my sight, but I'm worried about Palacine over here.
What, with the smoke?
Yeah.
So you're just worrying... You're worrying about, like... You're working on, like, sort of more subtle ways of burning off
Mhm.
stuff. Okay, cool.
I'm baking cookies.
So
Yes!
so after a fight, like I would most likely be like
You're like humming.
smoking, or something
Nice.
like that.
Nice.
And I find out that I accidentally cut all the cookies into heart shapes.
You accidentally...
Like, I didn't
Accidentally?
notice. I was just like baking cookies and I was using
Just
a
with
knife.
your eyes closed.
And then when they come out of the oven, I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
they're hearts.
Weird.
Interesting.
Wonder where that came
Lagaya
from.
snarfs like 3 of them. Just its mouth changes enough to go... Takes like a row of cookies. Leaves a little trail of slime along the pan.
Please tell me that if I get some of that on my cookies that I can still eat it.
Not sure how to answer that question.
Oh my god.
It's
Like Alexa, I haven't been programmed to answer that question yet.
What conditions have you guys got?
I have 0.
You have 0.
I have hopeless, insecure, and guilty.
Okay, so you'll notice I put up on the screen like the stuff to do about the different conditions.
Let me get closer because I can't read that.
Yeah, neither can I.
I can read
Oh,
them.
I love all my problems. Alright, we have guilty.
Hopeless.
Discard this card at the end of the scene if you make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt. Discard this card at the end of the scene if you fling yourself into easy relief. Discard this card at the end of the scene if you take foolhardy action without talking to your team.
You did that one time.
Fling
Yeah.
yourself in easy relief, would that count with just straight up? What if it was like, I go a little bit too hard and I like damage one of the bots or something?
I will give you
Knock its head off.
I would give you
Jeez.
I'm going to give you the easiest example.
Okay.
And I apologize for one of the Jamies who hasn't seen this, but I'm going to use an example from Into the Spider-Verse. All right. We see Miles in school and everything. He gets slammed with the piles and piles and piles of homework, and he's got to work on that extra essay on top of everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be, you know, where do you see yourself? Where do you see what you're going to be, and all that kind of stuff. The Great Expectations essay.
Oh yeah.
And he leans out and looks at the city, and he gets this smile, and he takes off to go see his uncle. So he's got all this work to do, all this homework to do, and he blows it off to go hang out with his uncle. Do some graffiti and just like totally blow off all of his homework. That is a perfect example of getting rid of hopeless by flinging himself into easy relief. It's it's avoiding all the hard stuff by going and doing something less complicated. I totally get where you're coming from. It's super complicated to do. Anyway, so that would be an example of that, like talking everybody into like going and doing something just completely not Tuesday night material type of thing would be a good way to get rid of that.
Okay.
Do you have? Excuse me. Do you have any Ember?
No, I do not.
You're so Syl's the only one with conditions. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a good time for comfort and support stuff. Of course, there are cookies. Comfort and support cookies. I still didn't manage to lower your damn mundane, did I? Jesus. Bulletproof, this kid.
Oh my god.
Bulletproof.
I hate this. Sorry. I'm extremely pissed right now. This is not working.
What are you doing?
So I was shading her leggings and they're gray. And I got it everywhere and I can't. Wait, maybe. Sorry, I'm struggling.
Okay.
Can I see it?
So there are cookies have been baked. The smell of the cookies mingles weirdly with this almost kind of musky, like barbecue smoker smell that Ember generates when she's like. Because you have got it's like being in a room with a fireplace. So it's not smoky as such because you're just doing it very lightly, but there's still some little bit in there, and there's air circulation. So it's an interesting kind of smell. It's not a bad smell. Ember's, punching bots.
Silhouette.
Sorry, Silhouette's punching bots. Damn it! I don't know why they're
I'm
doing
adding sprinkles.
What's that?
Sprinkles.
You're adding sprinkles.
At
Okay.
least keep like 3 of those no sprinkles.
All of them.
She can smell the sprinkles.
What's that?
She can smell the sprinkles.
Yeah.
Also, they taste so bad.
She only keeps one without sprinkles. Because she's already almost done, and then you say that, and she's like...
Okay.
It's alright. If she has another one, she'll just flick off all the sprinkles.
She's like trying to...
So yeah, she's like coming over to the table there, going cookies and stuff.
Okay.
You're fine. You're kind of meditating. You're in a good zone. Ember is clearly not. Or Ember, damn it. Syl is clearly not necessarily in a good zone. She's carrying a lot of stress right now. It doesn't seem like beating up the bots really did much good. To answer your question, Kaylee, beating the crap out of the bots and accidentally breaking one of them so that they have to be fixed would be a great way to clear angry. Breaking
Okay.
something valuable or important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I'll keep
break
that-
Ember.
I'll keep that in mind for future.
Breaking something valuable or important, you punch Jack in the face.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great way to clear.
Jack, valuable, important. Ember, nah. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
All right, so you guys are sitting around with cookies.
Okay.
What's going on?
Silhouette, what's wrong? Or no, wait, I guess Quinn. Darn it. Quinn, what's wrong?
Everything.
Okay, but like, be more specific.
This is how Syl
Let
is.
me
If
think about
anything's
that
going
first.
wrong, everything is. If this is Syl,
Let
if
me think
anything
about
is
that
going
for a
on,
second.
everything is going wrong.
Let me think about that for a second.
What are you doing, Jamie?
I'm trying to eat cookies, but the guy keeps wanting to steal them from me.
Occasionally, like, it kind of does a tongue panting thing, which is a very dog-like thing, and it's super disturbing to see it in penguin form.
Oh my god.
Penguins shouldn't pant.
It's a mixture of all of the different animals. Anyway, You want me to elaborate?
Yes.
Everything.
Okay, well...
Well, look at your conditions. So what's your first condition you have there?
First condition is guilty, hopeless, and insecure.
Okay, so in what way are you feeling guilty? Like, sum it up in a sentence. How you would explain to somebody else. I screwed up, blah, or so-and-so is mad at me and I haven't figured out what to do about that, or...
I couldn't help Ember fast enough, so this Aztec god is now after her.
So I don't know what to do about the Aztec god thing. And you're feeling personally guilty about that. What's the next thing?
Hopeless.
What are you feeling hopeless about?
Um,
Like, you're never going to satisfy you're never going to satisfy Vigil.
Yeah,
with this
I'm
whole
never
team
gonna
thing?
satisfy Vigil. Whenever I go on a mission, she's always
or is it more like you can't get her to take you seriously about the whole
yeah, I
alias
can't
thing?
get her to take me seriously about the whole alias thing.
Okay, and
it's really bothering.
and what's the other thing?
Insecure.
Insecure.
Maria told me I'm not like good enough, and like,
What?
well, she's like,
This is how you're processing
not
it.
like that. Yeah, like Maria's like, she told me like I'm not good enough at like talking to people and like being open. That's really hard to hear from like your
true.
best friend.
Amber's like, I need. So
And
she's
that's
try-
really hard to hear from your best friend.
Okay.
Wow, you're so helpful.
Well...
So anyway,
well, no,
I'm just trying to.
That makes me feel so much better.
What I'm here, what I just wanted to have you kind of sum up, like, you know, I haven't figured out what to do with the Aztec God thing. Maria thinks I need to get better at talking to other people and stop thinking about stuff so much.
But I like thinking about stuff.
I can't get Vigil to take me seriously about
Anything.
about Alias, and that's bugging me, or anything really, but mostly Alias, and that's bugging me too. So there's your summary stuff. There's your targets to work on. You don't need to argue with whether or not like she's right to feel that, but at least gives you reasons to help if you want.
Okay. Should I say something before I...
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't even want any people
Yeah,
to
'cause-
roll unless you guys are doing something.
no, I'm gonna...
Really?
I'm gonna comfort and support.
Well, sure, but like.
Yeah, but like...
What do you say?
Okay.
Gotta think about this. Gotta be real careful here.
Are you munching on a cookie while you're doing this? You can brush most of the sprinkles off of a couple of them if you're. Or have Ligaya lick them off.
No, I don't. I know. No.
She might know.
No.
She picks it up.
Why is
Why
this
is
so soggy?
this slimy?
Can I eat this or? Actually, never mind. I don't want to eat.
No,
that.
you can tell. You can tell if it's clean. There's at least one that's sprinkle free, and they're heart shaped, which is weird.
Okay,
You're just all
Just
tucked up
studying.
in your
all I'm
things.
gonna say...
When I summarize this session, one of the bullet lists would be like, "This happened. This happened. This happened." Palacine gets in Collin's face. You know, this happened. That's
Gets
all.
in Collin's face.
That's all I'm gonna summarize.
Inside.
This is what you're gonna say, Ember.
Okay, so... There's a couple things we can do. We can stay here and talk about it. Or we can go to the cliff and just sit there. Or we can go to the cliff and talk about it there. Or we could watch Palacine cliff dive because I know neither of us like water. But
Cliff diving seems really cool, but like
Or we could. Now here's one. Ooh. Can I give Palacine like a crazy thing to say that you guys would never think of that she might think
Write
of?
it down. Do your secret gym
Alright.
note passing.
Secret jam.
There's a secret GM
See,
note
it's
passing
not like
page.
Silhouette hates the water. It's just like, it's not like hates like you do.
It
It's
just
like,
messes
no,
with her
for me,
It's just,
senses.
it's just a little uncomfortable
Like,
when it's like
no, at this
a
point,
dangerous
because
situation.
Ember's feeling quite calm, she would be fine in the water. The issue is when she's feeling anything other than calm and like happy and stuff, because like, you know, if you pour water on a fire, the fire goes out, and the fire is almost as if it's like a mask-ish
For Silhouette, I would think that she can, like, if they're at a pool, she can, like, put her feet in the water, or she can kind of rest in it, but when she's submerged, it just messes with her senses.
It's completely, like, if she's completely, like, submerged, no, like, surfaces or anything, it's, like, completely...
You guys have influence.
Completely senses overload, like,
Wait, can I
stuff.
see it too?
No,
Technically,
I'm gonna say
It's a so weird, like, social thing that socially you would probably not, it wouldn't immediately occur to you, and it's kind of like this weird, like, well, we could just do this. Also, she's a princess, so she gets to just ask people ridiculous things and expect them to say yes. So you're like, we could do this, or we could cliff dive, we could go get some ice cream.
Or we could make Patrol let us read the oversight files on Alias.
Like, there would be anything very useful.
yes, please. I very much want to do that.
Vigil's gonna kill me. Let's do it!
Okay.
Vigil's gonna kill it. Let's do it! Do you suit up then?
Yes.
Cool.
After this, can we go punch something, anything, all things?
I think the approach you're going for is more scream. So we could go.
Let's punch things, all things, anythings. I prefer angry. But, and still.
So, blowing off homework to go bug the oversight people?
Go book oversight.
Well, at least bug patrol. Alright. So actually, Syl's got the easiest way of getting a hold of patrol because...
Well, I have a +4 for it against patrol, so if I, that's not getting a hold of him.
But
you
talking
know,
to him.
Talking
to him
yeah.
for sure.
Oh, I thought that was Penny that had that.
Both of you guys have influence over him. I think... Did you take a +1 forward against him, or did you just have influence over him? Because you...
I don't know, because I don't have anything written. So...
Do you have the influence? Do you have like who you have influence over? Like the student body and stuff? Is he there? Or was it just...
Well, I didn't have him written.
No, I think
but
he
I
did
remember.
I thought you were the one that had influence over patrol.
What?
Because you did the provoke thing.
Really? No, I thought that was on...
You did the provoke, but maybe...
I thought that was on...
I was the only one who
I thought
took
that was
anything
on
against them.
Yeah.
big whatever his
Yeah,
name
you were
is.
the one that took influence against him. Alright, so Silva's got a way of getting a hold of him because she has all the Overwatch contact numbers.
Overwatch?
Oversight has all the Oversight contact numbers. You're not supposed to have them, but you totally have them from Vigil. So you can...
No, not from Vigil. I took them, but... Okay. Keep going.
I mean, you would have gotten them from Vigil initially. Hi!
Hi. I have to go. So
Oh, right.
Kids are eating. Please no.
Yeah, okay.
Please no.
The kids are eating lunch.
Get them after his Ember.
I'll be back by 2. Jamie, your Tupperware is downstairs, whichever Jamie it was.
Oh,
No, the
yeah,
one
I
that you
forgot.
brought the...
No,
Churros.
no.
The churros.
I
Churros.
forgot it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. It's downstairs on the kitchen counter.
Yep.
Um,
Only...
My mom hasn't even noticed. So
no, it's fine.
like,
I just wanted to
We've
make
got
sure.
it. We'll make sure you get it out.
All right.
Thank you.
Ciao. I'll be back by
Have
2.
fun.
Have fun, Holly.
Enjoy. She's teaching a dance class.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yep. She teaches it a couple times a week.
not a dance class like you know.
Yeah, it's like a aerobic exercise
okay, yeah.
mix of Tai Chi and dance and yoga and all
Like
that kind of stuff.
Zumba, kind of.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Nia is like a thing.
Except
It's like,
weirder.
Zumba. It's
I
such
still
a
like it,
funny
but-
word.
Yeah.
I love the word
no,
Zumba.
It's actually really, I mean, like, I run all the time. I'm in pretty good shape. I do I do like a Nia thing, like one of the ones in the back, and just kind of take it easy in the back, and I can't, like, move my legs right for 3 days. It's hard.
That's because you're bad.
Yeah, just get good.
Okay.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
like,
Sorry. I need more coffee.
Fling your shot on you.
Okay, caffeine.
Okay, so you've got quite a bit of homework, but you're just blowing that off to. Okay, so you've got a lot of pause.
Her face. She's just sitting there like this.
Okay.
And then she turns towards you and goes like this.
Okay, is it just her who has a lot of homework?
Oh, you guys all do,
No.
but
We're just gonna blow it off because I said so. No, because Palacine said
okay. So you can get a hold of him, but it basically you dial and then hand the number to.
Palacine never said blow up
You can
your
basically
phone.
dial him and then hand the phone to Ember, because Ember's got the influence and Ember's got the +1 forward.
You can do this, right?
Yes. So
Alright.
I'm guessing I'd provoke them.
Probably, yeah. What's the provoke? Provoke is based on superior. What's your superior?
A 0.
Oh,
It was a -1.
You got a +1.
Not bad.
Yeah, and you got the +1, and you got the team to help you,
Mm-hmm.
whispering in your ear,
I can help that.
whispering in your brain.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
And it sounds like he's like in motion or something. You know, like when you call somebody and you know they're in their car.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this?
This is Ember.
Ember. I didn't realize you had my number, especially this number. But how can I help you?
Well, you know, just working on team stuff and
Good.
well, we need to search some stuff up about AEGIS, and we were hoping if you would let us access some files, because we don't want to.
Alias. Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you're researching that individual because...
Because he has seemed to let's see.
taken an unhealthy interest in the school or something like that? I don't know. What you're...
He seemed to appear in or appear around the school.
First I've heard about it. I haven't heard any reports about that at all.
Yeah.
It's because the vigil's keeping it under wraps.
Because we were told to not worry about it, but I think as growing and learning teams, or as a growing and learning team, we should take advantage and take initiative in this situation, so that we're not caught off guard and we don't have a mishap.
I see where you're coming from. ... We'll see how he finishes that sentence when we see how your provoke goes.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait. That's 6.
Oh yeah, you're right.
+1.
+1 is 7.
7. All right. That'll get you there. So let's look at provoke. Let's explore provoke. You guys have already used provoke more times than we ever. Seriously, I think we were in like session 58 before we used a provoke in Menagerie. It was like we just never used that move. When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to get them to do. Roll superior. For NPCs, on a 10+, they rise to the bait and do what you want. On a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them. They err, you get a critical opportunity. They overreact, you get influence over them.
Could any of those end up leading us to being able to get to the file?
No, yeah, I'm just thinking about it.
Send that to the group right now.
They err, you get a critical opportunity. They overreact. You get
I'm
influence
gonna
over
do
them.
Palacine, I need to do
Dad, you
guys.
need to look at this next
I will.
image.
I will.
It's amazing.
This is not.
Your doodles are better than any of my art.
It's still my favorite Palacine drawing is that one that you did that was like finger painting.
She did one of Ember.
What
Dog
about
hair.
what about
Stuck
if you
in
gain
my-
a critical opportunity and they and it's like an opportunity for
Did you see that I changed your icon on Roll20?
No.
Look.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did. You changed it to the cute little drawing.
Yeah.
of and we get an opportunity.
Yeah,
of
critical
us,
opportunity. They err, and you gain a critical opportunity. Let me think about what. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a break.
Okay.
You guys get some drinks, water,
Go to the bathroom.
caffeine, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to pause this thing,
And think about it.
and I'm going to stop the other thing, and we'll be back in a second.
Why is the desk floating?
Oh, hush. I'm too lazy for this.
Did you realize it?